Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here, man. Coming back at you video, and this is going to be a little bit of recruiting news for LSU. We got some good news, and we got some bad news. So this is what it is. In the recruiting world, sometimes you win some, you lose some. So let's get through the bad news first. LSU had a decommit a few days ago. It's a pretty big one. It's Jacoby Mathews, safety out of Ponchatoula High School in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. 5-star guy. He's Ponchatoula's about 35, 45 minutes outside of Baton Rouge. I guess it depends upon how fast you drive in traffic. But he committed to LSU back in April. Then he decommitted a few days ago, and I know he's visiting Texas A&M over this weekend. So interesting to see what happens with this. I mean, if he comes out tomorrow, today, and commits to Texas A&M, then I'd be really concerned about him decommitting from there, then recommitting back to LSU. But as long as he doesn't commit to another school, LSU has a chance. If players decommit, they recommit all the time. So it's nothing that's really out of the ordinary. But it is something that LSU needs to really get a hold of. Of course, with this NIL thrown in the mix now. I'm not saying that's why he it's not why he decommitted to LSU, but the NIL is something that these schools are really going to have to they're just going to have to deal with it and adapt, because these players they're going to want to get their fair share. And when they get to the university, they're going to want to know, hey, do I have an NIL deal lined up with somebody? So that's hopefully they can get him back. He is a 5-star. He's more like of a hybrid. He's built like he's more of like a like the linebacker safety hybrid role. But hey, look, that's the way the college game is. That's why he's Jacoby Stevens was that way. LSU fans know Jacoby Stevens. He was that kind of a hybrid safety. So hopefully LSU can get him back. Remains to be seen. Look, National Signing Day is not until December, and then of course, that's early signing days in December, and then real signing days in February. But anyway, so we'll see where that goes from there. LSU did get 2 commits over the past week. 3-star tight end. Man, where's the name at? Mason Taylor. Jeez. Sorry about that. Mason Taylor. 3-star tight end. Mason Taylor. He is the son of Jason Taylor. Played for the Dolphins. He's also the nephew of Zach Thomas. Played for the Dolphins. So he comes from a good pedigree athletes. So he's a 3-star. He goes to St. Aquinas High School in Florida. Very good football school over there. He's a high rated 3-star. So there's a chance he can get to be the 4-star rating. This all depends on how his senior year goes in high school. But good pickup for LSU with 3-star tight end Mason Taylor. Like I said, his comes from good pedigree Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas. So good pedigree. I think that's a good signing, because LSU lost Eric Gilbert this past season. Now they are getting Jake Johnson in the same class as Mason Taylor, 2022. So we'll see how that goes. Then yesterday, the same day that we had the decommit, we had a 4-star Emery Jones. Now, this is something that LSU really needs to get better at, is offensive line recruiting. This is a 4-star out of Louisiana. Emery Jones. This is a big get for LSU, because this is something that they were really lacking latter part of Les Miles' regime, and up until the first few years of Ed Orgeron's career, when he first became head coach, their offensive line was subpar. Yeah, they won the best offensive line award in 2019 with Joe Burrow, but did Joe Burrow mask some of their problems? Maybe so. Good quarterbacks do that. Last year they had a tough time last year, especially running the football. So So offensive line recruiting has to get better, and development also has to get better too. There's some players that they've recruited the last few years just haven't been able to break through on the roster, and that's like a development. First you got to get the talent in, then you have to develop the talent. So now they did change offensive line coaches from that last year to this year. So now Brad Davis is the offensive line coach. So hopefully he can get the maximum out of these offensive line recruits and the ones that are already on the roster, because last year the offensive line was really offensive line really wasn't that good. Really wasn't that good. But that's all I have for you guys. So yeah, so news, we have Emery Jones commits to LSU, 4-star offensive tackle, then 3-star tight end recruited to LSU, committed to LSU, Mason Taylor, and then also they had a decommit, Jacoby Mathews, 5-star safety out of Ponchatoula High School. So that's somebody that LSU hopefully can get back in the fold, because a safety position last year was a real big problem. Last year for LSU, our safeties were horrible. Yeah, we did pick some up in the 2021 class, but 2022 is a different season, so they're still going to have to get 2 or 3 safeties recruited in this next class. So hopefully they can get Matthews back, but like I said, they're just going to have to. Staff is just going to have to. The NIL is throwing a lot of monkey wrench. It's going to throw a monkey wrench in recruiting, because like I said, these players they're gonna want to know if they're gonna have a deal lined up at some school. Of course, the schools can't pay them. That's not the schools it's not the schools that set up the NIL, but it's the outside companies. But it all goes hand in hand. The schools can negotiate. Schools can kind of get it all ironed out, worked out, but they just can't pay them, right? Legally, it's still a violation of NCAA guidelines if a school or booster pays a recruit. It's still a violation of that. That hasn't changed. Just the name, image, and likeness changed. So hopefully LSU can get that. Hopefully get him back in the fold. I think that's all I got for you guys today. As I'll talk to you next time, and go Tigers.